What's going on, everybody? This is the rules here, and this video goes down to drgdrf. Oh my god, man, why did you make yourself a name like that? Make a video about that, by the way. But why do you always respond to haters and won't talk to your fans? Well, for once, I don't know who is my fan anymore. Number two is, like all the negative stuff, like I usually pay attention to negative stuff first. It just, it just goes at you. Like, for example, right? If somebody tell me you fag or whatever, right? I cast the motherfuckers out so they know, not to fuck with me. Well, that's what I used to do. Now I just, getting rid of the comments because I don't want to deal with all this bullshit. Now I just set comments for approval. It's like negative stuff. Like, I pay more attention to negative stuff, because it's like goes at you. And also it's easier, to write something somebody calls you like you a faggot, right? You write them back right away. It takes like a minute or couple seconds. Now, if people like you asking me all kinds of loaded questions and I'm working all the time and I'm coming home tired, brushing my teeth, going to sleep, whatever, I don't have no fucking time to take 10 minutes video ranting about my views on shit because I'm so tired. That's why I don't make as many YouTube videos anymore because I work all the time. So, and sometimes, like before I used to just like ignore the comments, I don't know, whatever, because that was not like the priority for me, I guess. So don't take it personally, of course. Now, what's your definition of a good person and how it differs from Americans? I don't know, really. Like, it has nothing to do with good or bad person, just different, When it comes to Americans and Russians, it's not all about good or bad. It's all about different ideas about life, different cultures, whatever. That's it. Different views on life. So, different ways of communicating, interacting with people. Like I said, I can state my opinion, but then again, I'm not here to change people. Like, my girlfriend used to tell me, don't change people. People are who they are. Unfortunately, she was right, because nobody wants to change anyway. But I'm gonna say this. In American or British culture, there are good and bad people like everywhere else, but it's all about how people present themselves. Like where I'm from, you don't like somebody, you just cuss people out, you don't care how they feel, you can't say anything. In America, it's like, even if you don't like the person, you smile at him, you tell him, that you like him. And that kind of, confusing because you don't really know what people think about you. Like I was saying a lot of times. So that's why a lot of times Americans, even though they may not be bad people necessarily, or good people necessarily, but they act like they're like perfect citizens. In reality, they may not be the case, because they can do behind your back anything they want, but in your face they have to be always nice to everybody. And then behind your back, can be do anything to you, and you're not gonna know who did those bad things to you. So you say good people, it's because they're nice to your face, but and some of people are genuinely good. I mean, I'm not saying that all Americans are bad, but if they are bad, you cannot tell, you know. That's the thing. Because all the negative thoughts, feelings, they are put aside, they're not like in public. In public eye, you should be like this perfect man. So that's why, people think they are good, but in reality, just like everybody else, some people are good, some people are not good, it depends. So it's like everywhere, really. It's just different way of interacting with people, so that's all I can tell you about Americans. Now, me coming from Russia, of course, and I said it once at the job and people didn't like it. Somebody said, oh, you cannot say that, but... And actually, when I work with somebody in FedEx, we were talking like, I know that Russian thinks that Americans are fake. And this is also like one of the smartest people I actually talk about. Because that guy really knows some shit. Because that's true, actually. Me personally, that remind me when I had this conversation. I said, oh, Americans are fake. You don't know how to deal with them. They're nice to you, but you don't know. It's not like a sincere niceness a lot of times. Sometimes it can be. People can actually genuinely like you, but it's not necessary. If people are nice to you, it means that they like you. So and if people like say something which is like normal to me, like real thing, like for example, oh Emil, 87 pounds, what's a big deal to lift it up? Like some guy told me once or whatever, like, and then he's like, oh, I didn't mean to offend you. I'm like, why the fuck are you even telling me that? I don't give a shit. It is what it is, man. Like, I feel people are trying to be accepting, trying to be nice to everybody, and it just fails, Like in Russia, we have failing things as communism. In America, they have failing things as the idea of we need to please and include everyone in our society. And that doesn't work either. That's stupid. It's never gonna work because some people, they get pissed off over one thing, other people get pissed off over a different thing, and then somebody else like me comes in and they say, oh, don't feel offended. I'm like, why should I be offended? So it's like living in multicultural society. You never know what can piss somebody off. So people just trying to be nice to everybody, even though in reality they have their true feelings. So they're not really nice, but they're trying to play like they are. They have pet peeves, but they don't want to say it because they don't want to offend anybody, but yet it's still kind of discriminatory because, for example, like you foreigner, you're interacting with people differently, you got hired to work, and everybody nice to you, you think people like you, but then they don't like how you act, but they're not gonna tell you, but they're just gonna still get rid of you, whatever, if you don't fit their criteria, and then you still get pissed off. So it's like this idea of pleasing everyone and being too nice to everyone doesn't even work. So might think why to pretend, but it's just a cultural thing, I guess. Like to me, this is just one of the things which doesn't make sense to me necessarily. But that's it, my 10 minutes is out.